this floor up into the ceiling. Oh, don't let it go to waste. Can you feel it in your face? I don't need to know you. Yeah, come through with your best self. No, I'm no doctor, but I got this product. I know it's good for your health. I can't help myself.
I can't help myself. Hey! welcome to the Help Myself podcast. Listen, I am your host, John M. Singletary Sr. I've got to put that senior in there because I've got my junior, aka LJ. Listen, it's good to be back. As a matter of fact, let's be real about that. I'm tired of saying I'm back. You know what I mean? I need to get serious about the consistency here. I know life be lifing because life has been lifing for all of us. So, let's talk about some of the things. Well, we can get into life. We can get into all of that that's going on. But, you find yourself struggling personally. You find yourself struggling professionally. Like professionally, sometimes I just kind of feel like I'm still searching to find my ideal fit to maximize my skill set and my experience. Personally, I'm kind of in a lull. And the other day I was laughing to myself because I said, hey, I think that I should be appreciative of kind of just being in a middle comfortable spot. I say, because sometimes you be in them spots where things be wild. So, take some time to appreciate when things are kind of in a lull. And don't get me wrong, I do appreciate things being in a lull. I definitely don't want to be low. But at the same time, maybe I'm guarding against the fact that I know that things could be much higher, more exciting. And I never want to do that to myself. And I never want to encourage you to settle for less than the best that life can offer you, even if that does come with those pits and those valleys. You deserve to enjoy all that life has to offer you. And if you're consistently accepting average or below average experiences, you are robbing yourself and you're robbing the world of your amazing gift. Look, there's a lot of things that have been, I had a vision for the Help Myself podcast, but I also had some limiting factors that were based on how I wanted to be perceived, things that I might have been afraid to say because of my military, affiliation. There were ways that maybe I didn't want to be perceived because of past affiliations or places where I was associated before. And there was a little bit of limiting and muting of my own voice. And one of the things I remember in the military, I used to always say that I really admire these young folks that are able to come into these media spots and just all the things they're doing and being authentically themselves without having to code switch. I have since elevated my ideas on code switching, and I recognize that sometimes it's important for us to be able to infiltrate spaces and places that we don't necessarily have a foothold, and to be there. On the Grits and Eggs podcast, Deontay Kyle was talking to a young lady that is a teacher. She's in education and she's at a school that is predominantly white staff, but there are a lot of children of color, and they're often not acknowledged and seen. And he made the very wise note that she was infiltrating that space, and those kids saw her and appreciated her and appreciated her advocacy for them. So I do believe that there is code switching that goes on, but it is important for us to be able to infiltrate spaces. But there's also an importance for authenticity, for me not to silence and mute my voice because of somebody else's comfort when they have no problem elevating their voice to make us uncomfortable and oppressed as hell. And we see it all the time. I think that'll be a great episode to talk about. So I had a lot of that going on. There's a lot of this idea of production perfection. And it was really a farce because two things going on here. I'm doing this by myself. Like, this is a solo shop. Secondly, I've noticed my own watching trends, and getting the production perfect is never the top. It's the quality of the content. And through time, you can get the editing and the production perfect. And also, I've been on podcasts with people who, man, let me be honest with you. I've been on some podcasts with people who could give a damn about it being perfect. Man, they will clear their throat, lean back and disappear out of the screen, be having side conversations, but be dropping stuff that I want to listen to and hear. And, I think that there was a lot of freedom for me to do that. One of the things, you would hear my co-pilot LJ in the background, and I'll never forget one of my coaches saying, hey, that is an authentic part of your journey. And people are going to, the people that rock with you, you know what I'm saying? They are going to feel that your son is back there in his natural habitat, not being silenced or suppressed, but just being himself with his energetic exuberance. And I welcome that. And so this time around, I want to get back into embracing the visual portion of the Help Myself podcast. And as you heard from the intro, I wanted to get back to my roots. This is the Help Myself podcast. There's a song that says I can't help myself from my beloved brother, my young lion, JYL. And man, listen, I just want to get back to the passion. And I think I got to a point where I was overproducing myself. I was restricting myself. And hey, look, if I'm messing up and making mistakes, I'm going to make them, I'm going to fix them, or I'm going to learn from them, or I'm going to laugh at them. But we're going to have a good time. And I am going to allow my voice to be loud and authentic. I'm not going to limit myself to what I wear. Right now, I am rocking you can't see it, but I'm rocking the Merchanaire shirt, who is our sponsor for the Help Myself podcast, Merchanaire. Free spirited apparel. So we're gonna be shouting them out. And we're just gonna be having a good time, man. We're gonna have some opportunities to kind of get off site, be in different places, talk to different people, but it doesn't make any sense to be doing all that if I can't get on here and rock the mic. One time for the Help Myself podcast.
We are up in here.
So, I am going to do what I feel like is important for me to be able to share what I need to share, to say what I need to say, to do what I need to do. And I'm going to give it my best shot. Listen, we are 6 years in. The 5-year anniversary was back in March of 2025. I think I was off and on during that time, but this is season 6. We've had a whole bunch of amazing guests. We've had a whole bunch of amazing conversations, and I just feel like I need to get back. I've done a lot of work for other podcasts, for other brands. All of us have struggled, but one of the things that I've been seeing with people that I really value, people that I really, really look to and appreciate their brand and what they bring to the table. And to a T, they've always said, we just kept showing up, week after week, episode after episode. And, we're not giving up. We're not taking that time and not doing what we need to do. And so showing up, man, that's going to be a big part of what we do here at the Help Myself podcast. Showing up on YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to do the Facebook Live. I don't know. There is a good established audience there. I got a lot of friends, but I'm gonna put this on me. I haven't been as active on Facebook. My presence on Facebook lately has just been like I use other platforms that will post to Facebook for me. And so like I haven't actually been on there, and sometimes I'll get notifications of comments and things like that. And I'm like, I bet you they really think I'm being an ass, you know what I'm saying? That I'm not responding, I'm not, this, that, and the other. And it's not intentional. It's just I'm not really been on Facebook since probably October of 2024. Been kind of just taking a break from that platform for reasons, a lot of the people I know on Facebook, I know personally, and that's a different kind of platform. It doesn't allow you to filter it the same way that other platforms do. So a lot of times just during that time, I was exposed to arguing people that one thing people will do is they'll make a public post and it'll be for a small audience, but it'll impact a large audience. And a lot of times this is negative, and so you're getting a lot of negativity, and it's not just like, if I'm on one platform, I don't know this person personally, so ain't nothing to it, but you be on there, it'd be your cousins and your aunties and uncles and stuff, and you just be like, I love them, man, and I don't want to just unfriend them, but this noise and this madness, and I just took time off because I just didn't Facebook, because people have known you or know you or we're close to you in some space. They feel like they have ownership of who you are, and I did not have the mental space for it. And so I have been posting. I've got databases that allow me, apps that allow me to write up my signature things and post them to multiple platforms, and I don't have to be there. So I think so many of you that have followed the Monday Morning Mind Hack, which on this, I'm recording this on a Friday. I don't know if this is going to drop. I'm going to look and see. I may not drop this on Monday, so it may not. But as of when I'm recording this, the Monday following will be the 6-year anniversary of the Monday Morning Mind Hack, never missing a Monday. And, I feel like I need to do something with that because I've showed up in that space consistently for 6 years. And I don't know if it's grown. I don't know if I've really been able to take advantage of this space. So I'm all ears. If you got some ideas, let me know. Listen, I kind of just wanted to get back in here and just kind of share my heart and let you know what's been going on with me, and kind of talk about some things that have been going on that in the mindset. Like, there are so many ways that I've limited myself, and that has kept me from coming in this space and doing what I love to do. And that is inspiring, empowering, and encouraging. And I'm back, and I'm tired of saying I'm back. So cheers to consistency. Cheers to allowing the creative process to have its way and to not to overproduce or police myself. As I get opportunities, we could do production different, we can get, this, that, and the other. But right now, I'm here. I've got the ability to stream it, record it, present it. So I need to get that voice out. I need for people to be able to hear what I have to say. And today I want to talk about Black women. I did all that intro. Listen, this won't be long, but coming from somebody from a background like me, grew up in a single mother household, was raised by my grandmother, always got to see my aunts coming around and seeing powerful, strong Black women. And even along the path, I still became a knucklehead at times, and misogyny and chauvinism and all patriarchy, all of those things. But the foundation was there for me to see the beauty, the power, and the essential nature of the Black woman. And understand that Black women are the blueprint. They're the strength behind the scenes, and they're the spotlight. Voice in the wilderness, calm in the storm. Look at that. Was that emotion, or was that something going down the wrong path? But as I was saying, Black women are the voice in the wilderness, the calm in the storm, and from ancestral wisdom to their modern brilliance, Black women always hold it down, professionally, culturally, spiritually, and emotionally. Yet too often, Black women are expected to be everything to everyone while getting the least protection and the last acknowledgement. Let me tell you something, that's not gonna happen here. Not here, not today, not ever. And so today I wanna say to all of the Black women, I see you, I hear you, I value you. Your hair, your laugh, your mind, your ambition, your resistance, your softness, your Blackness, all of it's beautiful. You're not just magic, you're method. You're not just strength, you're softness. When this world's just way too hard. You're not just resilience, your rest, your luxury, your joy, and you are legacy. From my sisters, to my mom, to my friends, to my colleagues, I've been loved, led, and lifted by Black women. This episode, or at least this portion of this episode, is just me returning that love. Black women, you are the moment. You are the movement. You are the masterpiece. I want to thank you for showing up, especially when it's hard, for being excellent, even when it's expected, for loving yourselves, and for loving us, even when we don't deserve it. So, this isn't just appreciation, it's a call to action, to protect, respect, and celebrate Black women everywhere, every single day, every single time. So, let's do more than just admire. Let's amplify, invest, support, and stand by. Because the beauty of Black women isn't just something to behold. It's something to fight for. And here at the Help Myself podcast, and here, me, John Singletary, the person and the host of the Help Myself podcast, the creator, the producer, all of that, but not so much about me, but we are dedicated to fight for Black women, to platform Black women, to encourage and support Black women, to give voice to the Black women. As an ally, one of the things I've learned that I have to do is so often is just to shut up and to listen and to learn. And I'm here for that. And so, again, we tired of saying we back. So we here. And it's great to get back on the mic. I've got some things planned, but I have a tendency to get too much in my head, again, overproduce, over legislate, and do all of these things that would keep me from actually presenting content. And so I want to get away from that, get into an era where I just allow my voice to be heard, and I allow myself to grow through my mistakes and my successes. So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be back. Look, we finna take you out, but before we get out, I want to say, look, I can't help myself. I've got to inspire, I've got to encourage, I've got to empower, but I can help myself by being the absolute best version of myself. And guess what? You can too. So why not we do it together?
I can't